Hi everybody and welcome back to Let's Play Pokemon Let's Go Pikachu. And so the last time out we finished off the Silphco building finally. One of the more boring parts of the game, to be fair. And we also beat up Giovanni for the last time and... well, second to last time. Gotta fight him one more time. And we kicked Team Rocket's ass. Now, in this part, we are in Saffron City, and this part we're going to be taking on Saffron City's gym, and we're also going to be heading off to, I can't remember the name of the place. What's the name of it? I can't remember the name of the place. It's the ice dungeon, the ice island, where we're going to... where you can find the first of the legendary birds, Articuno. But first, we've got to head off into Sabrina's gym, and she is the psychic and ghost type trainer. And basically, her gym is very similar. It's a bit of a pain in the ass because of how, just because of how difficult it is to find a route to Sabrina to actually fight her, because it's all about, you know, teleportation. These teleportation ports where you're sent off to various parts of the island, to various parts of the dungeon. It's a bit of a pain in the ass. But basically we've got ourselves... But yeah, so this is basically a bunch of psychic train. You get a load of psychic Pokemon and a load of ghost types. So what you want is you want some ground type attacks, you want some bug type, and you want Pokemon which have a good physical attack. One of those three things, and you'll be just fine with this gym. Because Sabrina isn't all that tough. She doesn't even have... I don't think she has Alakazam. I'm pretty sure. But yeah, so this gym is pretty... the fighting part of it is pretty comfortable, as long as you've got yourselves a ground... like I say, got yourselves a ground type. Got yourself something that can deal some pretty strong physical damage. My apologies. And you'll be just fine. The biggest pain in the arse part of the gym is basically going through, and just finding the correct route. If you want to battle everybody, you have to take a specific route, which is what I'm doing. And also, sorry, there's also a specific quick route to Sabrina as well. So, like the hardest part of the dungeon is finding your way to Sabrina. Once you've found your way to her, then it's a pretty comfortable ride, all things considered. And yeah, most of these trainers we've fought before. I think we fought all these. None of them have new Pokemon. I think I was the only one I showed off was because I showed him off because he had Slowbro. I'm gonna show this guy off because he has Hypno. Second best psychic type in the game, really. Alakazam is still hits harder. He still has causes a lot more damage, but Hypno kind of deals with that. Basically, he doesn't hit as hard, but his defense is way better, so he can actually tank a few hits for you, while still delivering a fairly decent, special attack stat. He can still cause some fucking damage once he learns like Psybeam and Psychic and all that kind of stuff. But here we are, we're finally at Sabrina. Something which I do like for the remake for this version of the game, how they've updated it so you're like on the top of these buildings, like on the top of rooftops and stuff. I think that's kind of cool, and I like how she's kind of more intimidating here with her red eyes and her psychic powers. It's kind of cool. That was something actually which I liked in the anime, where it was like the original one, where she she was really fucking scary as shit. You know, where she caused hallucinations that had giant versions of Pokemon. It was pretty freaky, actually, from what I remember. But basically, she hasn't really got anything to write home about. Mr. Mime is kind of a weak Pokemon, to be fair. He's not really that good. Slowbro is pretty good. Got some good attack stats, but we've got Pikachu, so one Thunderbolt and he's done for. 4 times weak to electricity, so bye-bye. And like I said, like the level, her Pokemon levels are kind of high, but at this point in the game, like I've got 3 Pokemon in their late 40s, early 50s, and then the other 3 Pokemon are in the mid 40s, so I have no problem whatsoever. Swords Dance is a pretty good attack to have in combo with it's a pretty good attack to have in combo with other moves. We're getting rid of Air Slash, I think. Or do we get rid of Wing Attack? Get rid of Wing Attack. There we go. Basically, it boosts your attack stat, so it's a pretty good move to learn. And like I said, so yeah, I mean, it's useful for Scyther to learn that. Something else which I kind of fucked me over here. I don't know. My Scyther does not know any Bug type moves, and Psychic is weak against Bug. So yeah, he does know a move now. Actually, he knows X Scizor, which is a Bug type move, which would have been more useful here. But we're going up against Jinx. Jinx doesn't really cause. Oh fuck! Put me asleep, fucking bitch. Yeah, I was thinking. I'll just wake him up. There you go, Tom. Found the awakening. Yeah, so like I say, her team is not particularly strong here. I'm kind of over level for this fight. Yeah, look at that. She only 1 level below me, and she didn't really cause all that much damage. Jinx there. So yeah, pretty comfortable. Sorry about that. Oh, she does have an Alakazam. This is pretty much her only Pokemon which can really cause you some trouble, because Alakazam's special attack is fucking massive. He's a really tough customer. He has 2 spoons for his double scoops. His big mustache. So, but yeah, we've got Dugtrio. You can use Dig, and look at that. One-shotted the bitch. Yeah, Alakazam is kind of a glass cannon in the first gen, just because his defense, his attack stat, his special attack stat is ridiculously high, but he can't take a hit. So it's pretty. If you can get the hit in first, then you're good. We now have the Marsh Badge, which is the 3rd to last one. We've got Calm Mind. So it raises both its special attack and special defense, which is pretty useful would be pretty useful for Kadabra, but I don't really use these kinds of moves. So yeah, just use the other platform that you didn't come in on, and it takes you straight out. Which again is something which I don't think was in the original gen. In the original gen, you had to kind of work out a way back by going through all the teleportation pads again, which is a bit of a pain in the ass. But yeah. My apologies, we're going to go to the Pokemon Center to heal up. And now we're going to just... Alright, Pikachu. Stop dancing. So we're going to use Sky Dash. And we're going to head to... what's the place? It's Fuchsia. We're going to head back to Fuchsia. And we're going to be heading to the Seafoam Islands next. I remember the name. Fucking hell. How could I forget that name? But yeah, we're going to be heading to the Seafoam Islands next. And we're going to be beginning the journey to getting our first legendary Pokemon. There are a grand total of 4. Yes, there are 4 to get in Gen 1. You've got Articuno, Zapdos, and Moltres. As well as Mewtwo, but he's not till endgame. Sorry about that. So in here you've got a few trainers you can fight. All of them are water type, so if you've got electric type like Pikachu, this area is going to be absolutely no problem whatsoever. Something else which I kind of like as well, this applies to the water, to the original version of the game as well, is that because the water is quite wide, if you don't really feel like getting the extra experience from fighting these guys, they are fairly easy to avoid. My apologies. Yeah, I've got a bit of a cough. But anyway, yeah, it's fairly easy to avoid them. And we've got to make our way to the Seafoam Islands. Something which is kind of nice as well. Basically, she will heal your Pokemon with free of charge. And I think you can also get free Pokeballs, I think, off her if you run out of all your Pokeballs and Great Balls and Ultra Balls, which I'm not going to. I have quite a lot. But the Seafoam Islands is a little bit of a pain. I don't really like going through it all that much because it's kind of tricky. There's it's basically a puzzle area where you have to push certain blocks down certain holes to stop the water flow so you can actually get to Articuno. It's a bit of a pain. But first we've got ourselves a coach trainer. And he's got a Jolteon. But, oh shit. He won't cause us too much damage. The big positive about Jolteon is his speed. He's one of the fastest Pokemon in the whole game. And there's also the fact that he learns Pin Missile. Don't know why. Pin Missile is a pretty good attack because I think it does a critical hit every turn. It's a guaranteed critical hit every turn, so it's pretty powerful, and it can hit from, I believe, 1 to 5 times. So it can really cause some damage. Also, the fact that he's fast, he means it's probably going to get it off before you. And this trainer has all of the evolutions, so we've got ourselves Clarion next, the trash member of the Eevee line. Yeah, Eevee's pretty fucking weak. He's the defensive-minded evolution from the original 3, anyway. Ooh, it took tank the hit. Oh, I think I'm like a few levels below this one. Yeah, I'm at 45, it's at 47, so I'm a couple of levels below. Waterfall, I think, does more damage. Surf is... I don't know when this happened, but Surf in this, at least in this game, Surf is pretty weak. Like, it's not ridiculously strong like it was in the original Gen 1. The original Gen 1 is ridiculous. Yeah, and then you got Vaporeon. Vaporeon's probably the best evolution of the original trilogy. Just because bit of a tank and can deal out some serious fucking damage. I also really like its design. It's a really awesome design. But I'm gonna kill you now. I'm 6 levels above you. Oh god, you tank. Like I say, it's a bit of a tank. Shit, Hydro Pump. I've only just noticed Hydro Pump uses pretty much the same sound effect as it did in the original gen. That's kind of cool. Oh, shit. Oh, Pikachu toughed it out. You are a tough son of a bitch. Now kill it. And there we go. Vaporeon is down, and the coach trainer is now done. Thank the Lord. See you later, bitch. Kadabra's level 48 now. That's awesome. Fuck you, Yaz. Anyway, that's it for this part of Pokemon Let's Go Pikachu. Join me next time when we will be finishing off heading through the Seafoam Islands, and we will be trying to catch ourselves our first legendary Pokemon, Articuno. So join me next time for the next part of Pokemon Let's Go Pikachu. See you next time.